All right. Like I said before, what this Segnale is trying to tell me and you that, watch, oh, if your vehicle is larger than 2.30, you cannot go through this road. Is it clear now? Now watch. Let's read it. They can't say watch. È un segnale di divieto. Indica la larghezza massima. It's talking about the maximum width of vehicles che possono percorrere in quella strada, che possono transitare, che possono marciare, che possono... Vabbè, all of them mean the same thing. In quella strada. In questo caso, vieta il transito a tutti i veicoli. In this case, it is prohibiting every vehicle. See, vehicle means engine and without engine. Is it clear now? Con motore e senza motore. Is it clear now? Di larghezza superiore a 2.3. Even if you are carrying bicycle. If that bicycle get larghezza that is superior to 2.30, they cannot go that road. Is it clear now? Whether it has
Mm.
engine or without engine. That's what this segnale means. Simple, guys. Simple. Watch. È posto sulle strade, sia urbana che extraurbana. You can find this segnale both in urban and extraurban roads. Può trovarsi, ad esempio, prima di una strettoia. By now, many of you now know the meaning of strettoia. You can find it before you get to a strettoia. Vale
Okay.
24 ore su 24.
Sorry.
Guys, watch, watch. Non è vero che indica la larghezza della strada o della strettoia. Remember I told you that this segnale is talking about the width of your vehicle, not the width of the road or that strettoia or that pathway. Is it clear? Don't do mistake in your quiz. It's talking about the width of your own vehicle.
Okay.
And how do you know the width of your vehicle? Go and check your document of your car. Is there any question here so far? Is there any question so far, guys? Is there any question?
So,
Eh?
can you-
Yes, sir.
for this quiz, for this thing we mention now, for quiz I do today,
Mm.
they don't put only Uba, Uba, no put inside Uba now, very fast. So,
You say waiting.
for this question we dey teach now,
Yes,
yeah,
I dey hear you.
for the quiz to do I do. They don't put only Uba, no put inside Uba, now very fast. So,
Okay, the only put over. They said you can find it both in urban road and extra urban. Not be fast so
they
because you can see it both in urban road. You
don't
can
put
see it
only
also.
Uba, they don't put inside Uba, no.
But you have to be careful with that. Maybe if they
Uh,
say support provide solo, that one na fast so because you can find it
okay.
on both sides. They can find it on both urban road and X and L and both of them. So you have to be careful when you do quiz. If they say the contact say only extra urban, na fast so because you can also see it in urban road. All right, guys, we've talked about
Okay.
Lagetza. Let us now talk
Okay,
about
like that.
Ateta. Now, for
Okay,
those who
like
don't
that.
follow me, well,
Okay.
please now,
I'll
please.
just
Hello, guys, please. Now, we've talked about width. Let us now talk about height. Height. Are you following me now? Divieto di transito ai veicoli con altezza superiore a 3,5. What is this segnale trying to tell me and you? Look, if the height of your vehicle is bigger than 3.5, you cannot go through this route. It's not talking about the height of this particular route. It's talking about the height of your vehicle. They're telling you that, look, if your vehicle is higher than 3 point, for example, whatever number they put there, in this case, they're talking about 3.5. Now, look at the arrow. The arrow is being placed vertically, and it's talking about height. If the height of your own vehicle, not the height of the road, that is from the ground to your rooftop, if it is higher than 3.5, in this case, you cannot go through this route. Is it clear now, guys? Now, what is segnale mean? Is it clear
both
now?
both urban and principally.
Urban and extra urban. If they now, whether you find out for urban road, whether you find out for extra urban, you know if you go this road. They never mention principale.
Okay,
Never
okay,
mention principale. Yeah. They talk about
okay.
outside the city.
Because I see
Yeah,
outside the city.
exactly. Generic. So, guys, I will not even do it. Is it clear? They say può trovarsi sia nel centro urbano and even outside and fuori. Is it clear? The same thing we talk about. He said, non è
Outside.
vero che indica l'altezza del passaggio. It's not talking about the height. It's talking about watch. Any vehicle will be say, watch. In questo caso, vieta il transito al veicolo a cui altezza misurata dal piano stradale. What is the meaning of piano stradale? Under name for piano stradale,
That
please, who is making noise now, beg? Under name for piano stradale is called pavimentazione stradale. Under name for pavimentazione stradale is called fondo stradale. Another name for it is called asfalto. All of them mean road, corota, ground. They said from the piano stradale to your rooftop. That is what this Segnale is talking about. All right. I'll call up a student here. You explain this one sharp. Look at the picture very well. I'll call you up. All right, Mr. Oppo. OPPO.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. What's this Segnale trying to tell me and you?
Divieto transito ai veicoli lunghezza superiore a 10 metri. It's telling us about the longest of this vehicle, that is any vehicle that is more than 10 meters cannot go on that place.
Wonderful. Exactly. I won't even add or subtract here. Any vehicle that the length, that's the key word, the length. Lunghezza for Italiano. The length, if it is longer than this one, if it is superior to this number here, you cannot go through that road. Is it clear now? I have a question for you, my brother. Can autobus, where we say the length is 20 meters, can it go through this road?
Autobus go because it's not inside the Segnale, the picture.
I come. I want to find trouble here. My senior person, Mr. Godfrey, can autobus go through this road?
No.
Eh?
No.
Why?
Because it is more than 10. The length is more than 10.
Because the length is more than 10. Now, my brother, watch. I have many things to tell you guys here. Watch. I have many things to tell you. I'm gonna watch what I want to tell now. Very important. Now, number one, autobus cannot go here because the length is more than 10 meters. They cannot go here. Is it clear now? Because it doesn't matter. They say any length of any vehicle. Now, guys, watch. Remember, I taught you guys one time about if you see autocarro, then draw autocarro inside a particular place, and they didn't put the number inside it, it automatically means 3.5 tonnellata. You remember, B?
Yeah.
Yes. Please, guys, that situation doesn't apply here. Are you following me now? Because except
Yes.
you know. That situation, that's why I wanted to explain this in now. That situation of that 3.5 tonnellata that is not written here, it doesn't apply in this situation here. Please write it down to you in your jotter so I don't go do mistake tomorrow for quiz. That discussion of superiore a 3,5 tonnellate. And on that thing again, that this Segnale is only talking about vehicle transporting goods. Only in this situation, it's not talking about it. Please write it down. In this situation, it's not only talking about vehicle transporting goods. It's talking about every vehicle in this situation here. If the length is more than 10 meters, it can, and whether it doesn't matter whether it's auto train or autobus, anything, so long as the length is more than 10 meters, you cannot go through this road. Is it clear now for this situation? No do mistake for your quiz. Except say they explain to you, you go know. All right. Is there any question so far? Divieto di transito ai veicoli con massa superiore a 7 tonnellate. Now let me see. Mr. Israel. Is Mr. Israel here? All right. Mr. Victor. Hello, Mr. Victor.
7.
Mr. Victor. All right. Mr. Justice. Mr. Justice.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm here, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Sir.
Can you try what's happening here? What's happening here?
Yeah,
That is
they are talking about this one mostly. They are talking about auto carry, auto articulata, and auto trainer because now they carry load mostly because they are remote. Okay, remote. But this place now is telling us if it is more, if the load you are carrying is more than 700 tonnellate, you cannot enter this road. But in general, but as far as they don't specify the kind of motor, but it means any vehicle.
Exactly.
Just say,
now you can't talk what I like.
Yeah,
you
any
don't correct
vehicle.
yourself.
Yes, sir.
It's not, my brother, you try. Now later you can't correct yourself. It's not talking about only auto carry, auto articulator. It's every vehicle. See, if the weight of your vehicle is more than 7 tonelada, you cannot go that road. It doesn't matter whether you are auto train or auto articulato, vehicle transporting persons or goods. If the weight of your vehicle, quando è superiore, watch, vieta a tutti i veicoli. Is it clear now? Tutti i veicoli. So yeah, they're not specifying. Check if the weight of your vehicle, total of it, is more than what is indicated here, you cannot go through this road. Many a time, this Segnale, you see it very close to a ponte. You see it very close when you're about to go to a bridge. Now, that is why they see their bridge here. Their bridge sometimes they last, not every time, because there are some bridges here where we say don't day for 100 years. Guys, it's true. 70 years, 50 years. Now, there's a bridge where around where they walk. One person, check, they go there at an anto, not the same time. They go there one after the other. Because that bridge has been there for, and that bridge connects a lot of people. Is it clear? You go there one after the other. And they wrote there, 7 tonnellate. If your vehicle is bigger than 7 tonnellate, you cannot go that place. Because if you go to that place, that thing the bridge might vibrate. And they can't say what.
Hello, sir. I
Yes,
ask
sir.
question.
Yes, sir.
In the real sense, the motor go finish, motor weight go finish like 7 tonelate. Because, like, why are they talking? Sir? Especially this auto Ventura, auto carrier, auto articulated, when they carry load. Sometimes you go see say they will write say if the load more than 3.5 or 5 points, whatever tonelate. But they are standing for me. So I never hear before say we see vehicle when go reach like 7 tonelate, sir.
Yes. Now, think about them. You know the weight of a autobus. What about autobus? Even without check, what about autobus? Even when it empty, it might even day up to 7 tonelate. It might even reach up to 7 tonelate. It could be 6 point something. Even when it's empty. But imagine when people don't inside them. Or imagine, it can happen. Okay, think about auto veteran where they pull a remorque, like a semi-remorque in that situation.
Yeah.
It can happen. In this situation, we say the weight, the total weight of that vehicle, both the motrice and the container, everything, if it is more than 7 tonnellate, you cannot go this road because of vibration. They can say, con l'integrazione di apposito pannello può vietare il transito contemporaneo. They say now. So they say that many times they can put watch. Now, this particular thing now don't remind me us of what we did some time ago when we talk about stretoia. Remember we saw dare precedenza nei sensi unici alternati, diritto di precedenza. Now they can say this segnale can now carry pannello integrativo che può vietare il transito contemporaneamente. Now, this segnale now with a pannello integrativo there, we now prohibit you going the same time. Now, what does it mean? You cannot go contemporarily. You have to wait one after the other. Because now there'll be a segnale asking you to wait. There'll be a segnale asking you to go. Is it clear now? Also, this segnale can also carry pannello integrativo, indicando il numero massimo di veicoli che possono transitare contemporaneamente lungo il ponte. Yes, there are some segnale like that will tell you the number of vehicles that can be on top of that bridge in that time. Is it clear? In genere è posto prima di un luogo dove ci può essere pericolo di crollo. The places segnala in places that there might be danger of crawling. Can be a bridge, come ad esempio un ponte. Is it clear now? So that's why they put this segnale. Vale 24 ore su 24. Is there any question, guys? All right.
So there is question.
Yes.
I'm finding difficult when it comes to the way you place emphasis on this Segnale di divieto when they are writing something inside and the one they are not writing anything. So before I've not yet noticed it, but I just noticed it through this lecture now. Please, I want to.
What you mean is that when we carry pannello integrativo, what do you mean?
No. What are they trying to explain? You see this 7 tonelate, but you will get some. They don't only write. They don't only write put the auto carry for inside. Auto carry for inside, but they don't write any number. So I want you to really explain that.
Okay. You mean get some auto carry where they go put they will know put number inside them. May explain.
Thank you. Yeah.
Allora, if I get what you're asking, is it when for example, when they will draw auto carry, for example, inside them?
Yes.
Now, what I mean is this. Now, concerning divieto, that situation where I tell una say, whenever you see an auto car, they didn't put number inside it, it means 3.5. It has validity for everything, except that particular situation we saw before. Except that situation that we saw before. Is it clear? That they draw an auto car there, you know. In that situation, Che, I understand what you're asking, but it does that only in that situation. It's not necessarily talking about vehicle transporting goods. It's talking about every vehicle. So one thing about Patente Beasily, now rules and regulation, if you write them down, say this particular situation, it no concern this guy. So there will not be any way they can trick you there. That's one thing about Patente. But if you cram on me, you might forget. That's why I always say write it down. And that's why I always emphasize that. See this guy, I always say that. See here, this one no concern this one. So that's why I always say, guy, write it down, write it down. Everything we'll be discussing since. Yes, it makes sense. But concerning that one we saw before, whatever we've been saying before about auto car or vehicle transporting goods, it no concern that particular guy. That particular Segnale was talking about every vehicle, where we say the length. So it doesn't matter whether it is vehicle for transporting persons or goods. Now that situation. So please don't get it twisted. Now this particular also 7 tonnelata. It's talking about every vehicle. I know that answer your question, my brother.
Okay.
The key thing is to write it down. Now, guys, about this particular Segnale. Now, many of you must have seen this thing.
Charles,
Yes, good evening.
that guy never understand. You know, he say any like this is Segnale divieto now. You know, say Sunday like on to car where they will not vessel say
No problem.
Sunday where they don't put only that on to car there without no number, nothing.
Yes. That's what I said before that. Yes, everything we don't discuss before. Yeah, it has validity about, you understand me? Not only in that particular Segnale, that particular situation now, where we say they will come put only auto car there, they'll come put length. Everything we talk before, don't consign that one. Might show you, my brother, at the come. See, what I explained to you guys, the trick I explained to you guys before, it gave validity for every Segnale that we don't see before. But you see this particular one I want to show, but I want to show us again. This particular one. You know, this one now, write it down now. If you write it down, you don't get wahala. That ragionamento we don't do before, that thinking we don't do, you know, concern this one. This particular Segnale, that affects every vehicle. So long as say the length now is longer than 10 meters, you cannot go this road. Simple. It's not talking about vehicle transporting goods or persons. Is it clear now? That's what this Segnale is talking about. This particular guy. All these things now informations. If you write it down, if they cram me, I'm sorry, it might do mistake. All right.
Charles.
Yes,
that
sir.
means that when you buy your vehicle, that you have to study the length and the width of your vehicle.
Don't be say you go study them. It's written in your carta di circolazione. It's written in your libretto. Now, every information about your vehicle is written there. Where do you find it again? If you open your door, your car door, it's written in the driver's side, on the door of the driver. Some of them also you can find the passenger side, but most of them are there for. It's written in your carta di circolazione or your libretto, or you see it in your car door, in the door of your vehicle. It's written there. Every information about your vehicle, the length, the width, the cylinder, the speed, everything, the potenza, everything, the seater, everything about your vehicle is written there. Which kind of fuel you're supposed to use, it's written there. All right, guys.
Mr. Charles,
yes.
with what I say about this figure now, you see the arrow where the inside, it's different from that Luganza and Ateza when they for the beginning. Check them very well.
Of course, it's different.
Because the arrow they go.
What do you understand about that one? This one's talking about the length. He's talking about not the width. This one's talking about the length of your vehicle. Yeah, it's totally different from that guy. It's totally different. You go check him. Me, I know, say it's different. And I thank you for the observation. It's totally different. And now two different things. That one are the width. I don't want to go back again. That one are the width. This one was shown before I come.
Okay.
This one with the C.
Yeah? You still not getting. You are not getting me. Mr. Charles. The question is hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what he's saying is that now you are telling him that okay, every vehicle can pass. I mean that has all vehicle. And in the other part of it, earlier on, there's a like for example, auto car articulator like that. That if it's on the divieto, no other it's only that articulator that cannot pass. Every other can pass. So he's still using that to on this.
He's still using that same rationamento. Yeah, I understand. That's why, yes, my brother. That's why I told him that if you write these things down, like this information, if you write them down, you know, get wahala. And that's why I said before again, that everything I said, and that's why I had to repeat it here. I even had to remind you guys, because most people forget. I say, look, everything I've taught you guys before about when you see a segnale, an auto car, when no carry number inside them, it means 3.5. It no get validity for this side. If you write them down for your language, trust me, you will not have issue here. You understand me? And now look at this arrow we talk about again. This one is talking about the length. Where my mouse is. This one is talking about different thing. This is the width. Now two different signals where they totally different. You see them now. Now two different things. No don't even resemble at all. I thought when the signal is horizontal, you know they for ground. All right, guys. We don't talk them already. You know, this is it clear now, my brother?
Yeah.
So I wanted to show you people something. Now, they did a mistake here in Patente. Me, we know it's a mistake. But the university correct this mistake. I don't know why. Year in, year out. Now, they put here 2.5, but the quiz is talking about 6.5. So let me show you. The topic is talking about 6.5, which is very, very wrong. It's talking about 2.5, which is very wrong. They call right here 6.5. They've not corrected this thing for many years now, which is very wrong. Now, guys, do you know that in your vehicle? Now, where do you find this particular thing? Have you check your crankshaft, check your front axis? Now, there's something that some people do, some people normally do, especially from where we come from. You know, some people now, when they go to Nigeria, they'll go change their front axle, come raise them up, because maybe in your village, in your area, the road spoil where. So you can raise that thing up, or you can pad it. That's why you see. Are you guys following me? I want to teach you something important, really important. That's why you see cars like Mercedes. The thing they pad for front, you go see the vehicle, like the vehicle, like sometimes you just look at it, thing just full for ground. Now, because they load this part very well, they load them. The front axis is very loaded. That's why you see it steady. And this vehicle are very, very comfortable. When the vehicle is driving on top of Strada Deformata, you will not even feel it at all because the vehicle is very, very stable. Is it clear? Now, there is a possibility that you can pad this your front side, your front axis wheel, you can make it very stronger. Now, they're telling you that look. This Segnale is for, I'm trying to show you guys something. Where do you find this particular front axis? We'll see it next time, please. Now, if you will see, I'll remind us next lesson. Now, this your crankshaft connecting your two tires. This is your front wheel. Everything concerning your front wheel. You can pad it. They're telling you that look, no matter how you pad it or whatever, if it is more than 2.5 tonnellate, you cannot go through this road. And many a times you will see this segnale, especially when you're about to cross a bridge, very close to a ponte. They are telling you that look, no matter how loaded your front axle wheel is, it should not be more than 2.5. If it is more than 2.5, you cannot go through that road. That's why I told you that it is possible that you can load your front axle wheel. You can make it bigger. You can make it stronger. Is it clear? Some people they do them also. Why some vehicle come with it? Vehicle like Mercedes. The way you see the vehicle, you're big for front. Now they can say, è un segnale divieto. Vieta il transito a tutti i veicoli aventi l'asse più caricato. It's forbidding every vehicle in which the front axis that is loaded ha una massa superiore a quella indicata. Now, if those front axle wheel, if it is more than 2.5 tonnellate, not 6.5, 2.5, it is fast. You cannot go through that road. Is it clear now? In genere è posto prima di un luogo dove ci può essere pericolo di crollo. You find this segnale where there is danger of falling, the thing can break, the bridge can fall. Is there any question so far? Me, I want to do something really important. Is there any question so far, guys?
But here, what the right here is that the access superior are 6.50 tonnellate.
Yeah, that's why I explained before. I said already that they did a mistake here. Every year they do the same mistake. This is not 6.5. It's 2.5. It can look in the road, you can find 6, you can find 7, you can find 8. In this situation, it is 2.5. They normally check your own student. You can check your own app. What did they write there? Yeah, they wrote 6.5. It's not talking about 6.5, it's talking about 2.5. All right, guys. Via libera. Allora, via libera. I say I'll jump this thing. It means end of segnale when they put before. Now, this segnale can be black, it can be red. End of it. End of everything we concern divieto. End of what they put before. Now, think about it. It can be any segnale of divieto. End of what they put there before. Is it clear now? end of that divieto. That's what they call it via libera. È un segnale di fine prescrizione. Indica la fine. Is indicating the end of that prescrizione. Where them put precedentemente. Whether na divieto, whether na obbligo. An obbligo is the next topic we will soon see. Non è vero che indica la fine del pericolo. Precedentemente segnalato. It's not talking about end of pericolo. We are not talking about pericolo. We're talking about divieto. You see now. So whenever you're doing quiz, be careful when you're doing quiz. All right, guys. I want to go into something more serious before we close for today. Now, divieto di fermata. Now, before we continue, I'll call up a student. You go tell us everything we remember about fermata. Now, this is the standard symbol of divieto di fermata. This is the standard symbol of divieto di fermata. Now, I'll call you out. You go tell the class, what is this fermata? So that we can go from there. Because if not, it not go make sense. You know, it go hard us for us to go further. But if you know it, then it is easier for us to continue. Now, let me see. Mr. Lucky. Mr. Lucky Igato. Oh, no, I don't call you before. I've called you before. Let me see.
Let me see. Try.
Okay.
This is Charlie telling us that we can't stop when going on this road.
Yeah?
No, what Fermata talk about. That's not what Fermata is really talking about. That's not what Fermata is really talking about. I want somebody to tell us what is the meaning of Fermata, first of all. What's the meaning of Fermata? Let me see. Let's go to the family of Fermata.
Where we stop, bus stop, all this kind of.
Bus stop? No. You too, my brother. You do the study. Fermata is not a bus stop. I recall. No, I'm coming. Let me call names. Let me see. I keep on saying that patente and study. Patente and study. Mr. Idaosa, can you tell us what's been of fermata?
Okay, I'm coming, my dear.
Mr. Idaosa, good evening, sir. What's been of fermata?
Good evening.
What's been of fermata? Even you, my brother, you know they join class, you know they do quiz, you know they do anyone. Wait till
I just corner. But I just corner.
No, I mean, you know they do quiz at all.
Good evening.
At all. Wait till be fermata.
I do the quiz where I do that you see they say not be that guida.
Can't stop.
For you the second guida, that's okay. I don't do that one.
No
wahala.
Do more quiz. Wait till be fermata.
Not be the long one. Fermata.
No, just leave the divieto for now. Wait till be fermata. Let's start from fermata first, so that it go easier for us to enter. Wait till be fermata. All right. Why do you think about it?
Fermata now stop now.
No.
Not stop.
No, not stop. All right.
Stop.
I'm coming. Hold on. I'll call names. Mine know who they study. Mr. Jeff. No, let me give Mr. Jeff. Mr. Joffrey. What's been of fermata?
Okay.
Fermata simply means stopping a vehicle to stop.
No. Why? No. See, that's what is called fermata. Okay, I want to show you. Okay, you say na stop, Abi. I can't show you this one now. What do you call this guy? Hold on. If you call this one stop, what will not call this guy? Okay, what is not stop? If you call the other guy stop, what will not call this one?
This one is parking.
No, parking.
No.
So
guys. Attente. No, they work like. All right, guys. This particular topic, no need 10 minutes. And I go calm down. Go do.
Can I try? Can I try?
Try, sir. All right.
Okay. Fermata means when you stop, but you don't off your engine.
Okay. Yeah. That means temporary. See, fermata is a temporary action.
That is temporarily stop without stopping your engine.
Exactly. You got it correct. Fermata is a temporary action. Fermata is something we be say, for example, everybody pay attention. Now, temporary action. Now, something we be say, because this topic, we'll see it again later on. And that place, there is no picture. Check. Fermata, we've seen it many times. And you see it again later on. There's a topic called fermata, sosta, arresto, and patenza. That one, no picture at all. Now, fermata simply means that, look, it's a temporary action that, for example, you are giving your daughter lift, your son lift, your wife lift, your husband lift. The person came down from the vehicle. The person, entered the vehicle. But what happened? You didn't park your vehicle. Your car engine is still on. You just put gear 1. The person come down, the person enter, and you move again. Another example. Maybe you are driving and you miss your road. You say, oh, policeman, excuse me, sir. want to ask you a question. Your vehicle is still on. You didn't come down from your vehicle. You are still ready to move again after you ask question. That is a typical example of fermata. Fermata is not, it doesn't mean stop. It doesn't mean you park. Is it clear? You didn't park your vehicle. So whenever we talk about the word park, be careful, because sosta, that word parking, it can be no eternal word. A word can mean a lot of things. All right. So guys, we can't do this in today because this topic is very, very deep. So I don't feel like
this fermata and sosta, they look confused to me. They look confused. Sosta, fermata, they look confused to me.
No.
Because they look confused to me. Sosta also means, from our experience, it's just like where you can't stop or to stop.
No, sosta means parking.
Parking.
It means parking. Is it clear now? It means, for example, what if it's sosta? Typical example, it's a prolonged action. Now be sosta. You arrive there, you park your car somewhere, you do sosta there. That's why I said Italian word can mean a lot of things. In that situation, you came down from your vehicle, you just go inside supermarket to go buy something. Your key is not in the dashboard. You went out.
But what did they write divieto? But they wrote divieto. Divieto is sosta.
I never even started to do divieto self. Are they just a carry on through the same place we don't do before? We never ever enter into divieto. I wanted to know if you guys understand the meaning of fermata and sosta first. We never ever enter divieto at all. I'm still trying to understand. I don't want to say not everybody don't understand the meaning of fermata and sosta. You see it now. Now imagine say we go enter inside divieto. It go hard way. Divieto the fermata. That's why I said, why don't you guys study it first before we enter? Because this topic is hard. So this topic is very hard because we will now see a lot of panel integrativo here. But before we enter into it, you need to know the meaning of fermata and sosta first. So what you go do for me now is that if you go and watch the first topic, we talked about fermata and sosta, one of those topics. We treated it also. Now, with that knowledge, it will help us because we'll see a particular topic we'll see something with the important here called passo carabile. It not going to make sense as I start to talk about them. Why you don't know what it be from the beginning. So you need to, because patente, I know that some of you came late, yes. But if you miss a particular topic, like even if you go to Italian school, they will not go back because of it. They go to teach. My brother give me, he talk one thing really funny. So he go one school, they teach, they teach obligo, precedence, everything. Only one day. So
I want to ask a question.
Yes, sir.
Sosta, is it another name for package? Is it the same thing?
Yeah, in this situation, it means the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, in this situation.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't say it is summer, but not so it be. It mean in this situation, it means the same thing. Whether I say package, whether I say sosta, it means the same thing. Is it clear now?
Okay.
In this situation.
What about the Passa Calabria?
Now, before we enter all those things, you need to understand. That's what I said before. You need to understand the difference between fermata and sosta very well, because later on now we'll now see something like this, and this particular guy now is being used in passo carabile, and it doesn't make sense. If I start teaching you now without you knowing what is passo carabile, this is what you see there, B. But if I start teaching you passo, I cannot come and start teaching passo carabile again because I've taught it many times. So you need to go and study it again, students. We don't day here now. Now they reach 1 month now. Some of the students, you have no excuse anymore. The videos are on YouTube.
We know Passa that's you can stop there, but they cannot park. Even the owner of the
you can stop there, but you cannot park.
But they cannot park.
And package are the same thing.
But the situation whereby they write divieto, that means you can't park there.
Of course, you cannot park there. Divieto means prohibition.
What did they have for this class?
I don't know that.
They are the confuse us.
Don't be confused about that.
No, because this sign is telling different times, but it's telling different things.
Mr. James said don't confuse us. No, don't be confused.
I want to talk about fermata. We not talk about.
No. We'll just give preamble. We'll just do introduction, fermata and sosta. I never even teach about divieto at all. Divieto or fermata, divieto sosta. Before I go teach them, when I go first go study and wait. I don't want this confusion. Mr. Innocent, Mr. Lucky, you go study them first. Then when you don't study them first, when we meet on Wednesday, it will be easier. We'll come flow together. But you have to study it first. If not, it go hard. You go be like, so they talk Arab here. So before we do this particular topic, go and search for the video. I've written the name, Charly&drive, the name of the YouTube channel. Go and watch all these videos. Start from the square one. Watch them. You will come to a place where we'll talk about
I'm there now. I'm there now.
No wala. All right, guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you on Wednesday. Mono did too much. All right. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful
Thank you, sir.
When I study, I'll send the videos later.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
My second, my extra.
Sir.
Maestro Charles.
My second one. No, not be
Maestro,
Maestro,
not be maestro, maestro.
Okay, now you are the turtle.
Okay, no,
If I know what I go,
maestra.
Henry.